I'm Margaret Ann, Public Health Dietitian at the Perth District Health Unit, and I'm going to talk to you today about turnips and how to peel and cut a turnip and how to put it in a pot and cook it. But before I do that, I want to give you a little tip that you might use. I've got a great cutting board here that sits nicely on the counter and doesn't move. If you have a cutting board that is going to slide all over the place for you, one of the things you might want to do is take a damp dish towel or cloth, put it underneath your cutting board, and that will hold the cutting board in place so it won't slide for you. So just a little tip for you. And this is a turnip, or what we call by another name is a rutabaga. I've got a small one here, and it is covered in wax. The reason they cover them in wax is so that they're a root vegetable, but they will last all winter in cold storage. So we don't want to be eating that wax, so we need to be able to cut it and to peel it. So the way I do that is, first of all, I start and I take my knife and I cut the one end off and I cut the other end off. And then I'm going to take a peeler and I'm going to peel the rest of the wax and the skin off. Takes a little bit of time, but it is worth it. So I've got my turnip all peeled, and now I'm going to cut it. I find it easier than rather than trying to cut through the middle of a turnip. I find it easier to just keep making slices all the way around the turnip, so it's getting smaller and smaller. And then when I get in closer to the center, I'm going to take these pieces and I'm going to cut them into smaller chunks so that they're all going to cook evenly. So I've got the turnip all cut up, and I just wanted to show you two different things. I'm putting my turnip in my pot here, but what I've also done is I've also sliced up a few pieces that look like this, because raw turnip is something that people could put on a raw vegetable tray as well as eating it cooked. So if you want to cook it all, go ahead. If you want to save some for the family for lunches or for snacks, that would be a good idea too. So I've got my turnip in the pot. I'm going to add a little bit of water, and then I'm going to cook it on top of the stove for about 15 minutes. Turnip sometimes takes a long time to soften, so you want to cook it slowly, and you want to make sure that it gets nice and soft, and then you can mash it with a potato masher, or you can use your electric mixer to mash it up. Another thing that I do is, in the last 5 to 10 minutes, or 5 minutes of the cooking, I sometimes throw an apple in. So I have a turnip apple mixture. Another trick that works for my family is they actually prefer turnip the second day. So sometimes at Thanksgiving, I will make the turnip, mashed turnip up the day before. That'll save me some time on Thanksgiving Day, and the flavors seem to blend a little better. So hope you get the opportunity to enjoy Ontario turnip.